Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and we are going to be talking about Lesson 2, Properties of Operations, the practice set, and this is for Saxon Course 2. Okay. A says, which number is known as the additive identity? So the additive identity means it's something that doesn't change the identity of a number. So 8 plus what is equal to 8? And the answer is 0. So the additive identity involves 0. Now it's different when we multiply. This says which number is the multiplicative identity? So in that case it would be 8 times what is 8? And we know the answer is 1. Which operation is the inverse or the opposite of multiplication? And it's going to be division. Use the letters x, y, z to write an equation that illustrates the associative property of addition. Then write an example using counting numbers of your own. So we have two parts of this. The associative property has to do with parentheses. So the order does not change. For example, if I do x plus y plus z, x plus y plus z, the associative property is going to show a change in parentheses. But you can see that the order is still the same on both sides of the equal sign. So it says to use counting numbers. So I can do 1 plus 2 plus 3, 1 plus 2 plus 3, and I'm just going to change my parentheses. And you'll find we get the same answer. So 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. Over here I get 1 plus, and I have to do my parentheses first. So 1 plus 5, which is 6, and that checks out. Name the property we can use to find the missing number in this equation. So what we have here is we have 5 times something equals 8 times 5. So our order has changed, which means this is the commutative property. And it's the commutative property of multiplication because we're multiplying. All right. Add, subtract, multiply, or divide as indicated to simplify each expression. Remember to work parentheses first. Now just a reminder, we work parentheses first because of order of operations, or PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, is parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So let's see what we've got here. We have some parentheses. So 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 3 is 12. Here we have parentheses as well. I have 5 plus, and let's do our parentheses, 4 plus 3 is 7, so that equals 12. This E and F are showing the associative property. And since we are adding, it would be of addition. Okay. 10 minus 5 is 5, minus 3 is 2. Here we have 10 minus 5 minus 3 is 2. This equals 8. So what they're showing you here is that the associative property does not work. Does not work for subtraction. You can see we did the same thing in E and F. We just moved the parentheses, but subtraction works a little bit different. So associative property does not work for subtraction. Let's see if it works for multiplication. So 6 times 2 is 12, times 5 is 60. And then we have 6 times 2 times 5 is 10. So we have 60. So this is the associative property of multiplication, and it works very well. Let's try division. So 12 divided by 6 is 2, divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 6 divided by 2 is 3. This is 4. So the associative property also does not work. For division. Okay, let's do this one. It says list the properties in each step to simplify the expression 5 times parentheses 14 times 2. So that's our given expression. This is what they gave us in the problem. And what we've done from here to here is we've changed the order. We flip this, and when we change the order, it's commutative. We're doing multiplication, so you could say commutative property of multiplication. And then from here to here, from step 1 to step 2, we're changing the parentheses. That's associative property of multiplication, because we're multiplying. And then what they do is they multiply 5 times 2, and then they multiply 10 times 14. So they're just straight multiplying in those last 2 steps. And that's all we've got for today. Ooh. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for your attention.